Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, one of the perks that I am privileged of having in this channel is that I get to discover artists that are still outside of my radar, especially those that are yet to be recognized by mainstream media, and I feel like this guy is one of those people. So hello everyone, and welcome, and if you are new here, my name is
Clint Vlogging Time. Shoo!
And today we're going to react to Healy's album, which is called Tungsten. First of all, huge thanks to this guy right here for suggesting this album for me to react to. Appreciate you big time. Now the first thing that I want to say is that I have no idea who this guy is since today. So I did a little bit of digging, a little bit of research. So apparently Healy's a singer, rapper, songwriter from Memphis, Tennessee. And he also plays the piano as well as the guitar. Well damn.
It's talented.
So with the name of the album being called Tungsten, I honestly have no idea what to make of it. I mean, all I know is that tungsten could be a part of a light bulb, and looking at some of the names of the tracks here, I guess that this album is intended to give light to his fans as well as his listeners, as well as the insights that he gained along the way. So basically I have no idea what it sounds like, I have no idea what his music's gonna be, but all I know is that he's probably gonna be self-reflective in his songs. So before we get this thing going, please do not forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated for my future videos. And if you guys would like me to react to anything else, such as songs, music albums, music videos, stuff like that, please feel free to comment it down below as well, and I'll try to do it for you. So without any further ado, let's just go listen to it.
Sometimes I feel like I'm wavering from the path, then sometimes I feel like I am the path.
Wow.
That's deep.
Let's just skip to the next one, yeah? I mean, it's just an intro song, so no pressure. But you might want to finish taking a shower or something before you do the intro, man. Like, what are you doing? So for the second track, we have Everything's Fine.
I've been lashed out in such a long time, closing my eyes. My pain's too great. Symmetry is the soundtrack.
So I feel like this song is basically about repression, not depression, although he seems depressed in this as well. I mean, so he's basically pushing these negative emotions back inside of him. I mean, even though you say that things are gonna get better if you just keep believing that it is gonna be better, things aren't really that way sometimes. I mean, this song basically reminds me of this meme. And if you are gonna repress the negative emotions that you're feeling, I mean, you need to tackle it directly or at least vent it towards something or someone, because these kind of things is going to manifest later at some point in your life, sooner or later. And it's not only going to affect your life, but also the relationships that you have with other people and in their lives as well. So, you know, it's the usual advice. Talk to a friend, consult a therapist, confess to a priest or something. Don't let it bottle deep inside you, because once you've bottled these things deep inside you, and once you've reached that breaking point, I mean, once it starts to come out, it's gonna be much worse than when it was before in the beginning. So it's better to deal with it now, nip it in the bud, you know what I mean. And aside from that, I'm not really feeling the effects that it has on his voice, especially on the first verse of this song, because in my opinion, the lines are pretty emotional, but it sounds too robotic. So for me, it kind of like disrupts the whole emotions that it's trying to portray in this song. And yeah, it's a bit slow, kind of popish maybe. I'm still yet to hear him rap and all of that stuff. I mean, this thing is just full of melodies in my opinion, and it's still too early to judge his music, so let's go listen to the next one.
Sparks fly, long as I'm bad, long as I'm bad. I'm cool if I'm cloud. Higher the summer, the harder the fall, the brighter we'll finally feel like falls don't define me at all.
Now this song is more up to my speed. Kind of reminds me of Joji, especially his song Demons for some reason. Especially with how melodic the whole thing is, as well as repeating the ends of the lines of this song. And when it comes to the line that he feels like his faults don't define him at all or something like that, I really feel that. I wish I could say the same. Because even though there are people in my life who makes me feel like I should be proud of myself the same way that they are proud of me, I mean, I don't really get that. I don't know, I mean, I guess I'm my own worst judge. I mean, the song is pretty melancholic, pretty somber, but it has this kind of like hint of hope at the end there, and I hope that I get there too someday. And yeah, I mean, I like this song. Kind of reminds me of Joji somehow. So next up we have Nike's song. Yo, can I have some? I'm size 10, I think.
White time got his Nikes on. Running so fast, you gon' kill someone. What's a feeling without someone to feed it? What's a feeling sleeping on a weekend? And every day is the same when the name of the games breaks where the break even. White time got his Nikes on.
This is one of those few songs where I really enjoy the verses more than the chorus. He also kind of reminds me of Mac Miller in this song. I mean, even though the lyrics aren't really that complex or aren't really that complicated, it's the instruments or the instrumental or like the beat that carries this whole thing. It's basically carrying him and lifting him up in this song. And there's some beauty in the simplicity of that as well, which I really appreciate in this track. So basically the song is about time catching up with everyone, and it tends to catch up a lot faster in your life when you're not doing something fulfilling like your dreams or like your dream goals, dream jobs, or like your career or something like that. And personally, I don't really like the whole working thing, the whole 9 to 5 answering your boss or like your manager type thing. It's not really for me in my opinion. And I don't know, I feel like time moves slow when I'm working. Even when it gets busy in there sometimes, I really feel like I'm meant to do something else, but I'm stuck doing that part-time job of mine. But still, I gotta do it, cause dreaming doesn't pay the bills. And Healy's life is a testament to the message of this song. I mean, I've read somewhere that he was doing med school by day at the time, as well as pursuing music by night. So yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, you're really gonna find ways to do it. But if you're not, you'll probably just make excuses. Or even worse, you're gonna discourage other people when it comes to pursuing their dreams. And yeah, I feel like this song's really dope. Now next up, Dead Sprint.
Life is such a dead sprint. Headed for the exit.
I don't understand why he keeps using vocal effects. I mean, he has a beautiful voice, and I don't really see the need in putting these filters like autotune in his voice. I don't know if it's just an artistic direction for him, or he's just insecure about his own singing voice, but yeah, I mean, I feel like it's gonna sound much more better if he just sings it organically without any of these things. So this song is kind of like an interlude in a way. I mean, it's just short, and the message of it is just pretty there, it's pretty obvious. I mean, I'm pretty sure life is also like that, like a dead sprint. And when it comes to the message of this song, I really get it, because I've been doing these videos consistently for like a year now. I've been doing YouTube every weekdays, then I've been working part-time on the weekends, and I really felt like time passed by on me pretty fast. So yeah, if you're pretty busy, pretty sure that life is gonna feel like a dead sprint as well. It's like you're just going straight down the middle. I mean, the good thing about it is that you're pretty productive on the things that you're doing, but if you're not gonna stop and look at the achievements that you've been achieving, you're gonna get burned out at some point. And I really feel like I need this advice more than anyone else, to be honest. So for the next track, we have Second Wind.
Yet here I am, from the sea.
Fist full of wind in the back of the Buick. Same one erect in the Madison Hueys. They be like, I hold my breath. I ain't not like
The sound in my mouth and I cannot control it.
it may not, can't control it. I'm either frozen in stone or I'm floating.
So for the rapping, for the verses 1 and 2 sections of this song, I really like that it's using different registers for his voice. So for the first verse, he was using a more lower register, but when it comes to the second verse, he was using a much higher pitch. For the lower registers of his voice, it really reminds me of the vocal inflections done by Rich Brian as well when it comes to his rapping. And as for the message of this song, it's about him wanting to have a restart, or kind of like a reset button in his life. Because I'm pretty sure he's pretty much overwhelmed by the things that is going on in his life at the moment when he was making this song or something. Maybe he was recollecting memories, trying to like do it all over again. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that everyone feels that at some point in their lives, which makes this song all the more relatable to us. And I'm pretty sure everyone has that same feeling at some point in their lives. And if you haven't already, boy, I got news for you. I mean, it's still not too late for us in my opinion. And even though you're starting over again, that doesn't mean that you're completely going to be doing these things without any knowledge whatsoever on the things that you're doing. I mean, you have the experiences and the knowledge that you have from like the things that you've done right, as well as the things that you've done wrong in the past endeavors of your life. I believe in you, you can do it, and this is the only wind you need. So next up we have Cannonball featuring Jcksn Ave, I think. I'm just gonna fill up the missing vowels here.
off my advances. Candle to candid.
Yeah. It does sound without the vocal effects. Sounds much more emotional, more heartfelt, more organic in my opinion.
Painted pictures I wanna live in makes me wanna
So first up, I really feel like the feature in this track was a good choice. I mean, they were kind of complementing each other sonically. It's very dope. Very nice to listen to. And the lyrics in the song were kind of suggesting that they were kind of hesitant in being locked on in this relationship or something. Kind of scared in being committed, even though that they do want each other or something like that. Could be that they can't because of their existing commitments to other things, such as their career or something like that. Or they're also hurt by their past relationships as well. That's why they're kind of hesitating to go in this new one. They're pretty hesitant when it comes to going in this relationship, but they also know deep down that they want to take the risk. And as the title suggests, I mean, love is a risk anyway. I mean, when it comes to these things, you can't really dip your toes in the water too much to see if you're gonna like it or not. You're just gonna have to go in there and then just cannonball the shit out of the swimming pool. But yeah, pretty heartfelt track. Now this next track is called Molly. It's pretty short, it's just a minute long, so maybe it's just one of those interludes again. But yeah, let's go listen to it.
Summer left me late, darling. Could have been in another life. I tried to stick close. And my knees were so close, but so far away. I should have let go.
It's pretty dope. Now this next one is called Back on the Fence, featuring Becky and the Birds. Now this one I'm pretty sure that they're a band or a group at least. So yeah, let's go listen to it. When you're having fun.
Okay. See the fight inside of mind. I'm sleeping.
So both the message as well as the vibe of this song is pretty youthful in my opinion. So it's basically about backsliding on the things that you swore to yourself that you're gonna move on from it because of the mistakes that you've done regarding that experience. And I feel like that's such a teenager, like a young adult would do. So it's kind of like, yep, I know that's wrong, but it's not because my parents told me that it's wrong. Nah, nope. It's because I've done it 3 times and it screwed me many times over. That's why I know that's wrong. But yeah, I mean, sometimes the mistakes that you're doing in your life kind of like cements that lecture that you're gonna do at some point. And I don't know, maybe it's just human nature to kind of like go through that mistake just to make sure that it's wrong. Because, I don't know, we're kind of stupid. And I guess that's just part of being young anyway. Like going through the whole process of like trial and error. So yeah, it's a pretty cool track. Now next track, Immune.
Who are you to solve my wounds? Solve my puzzles and write those riddles on my tombstones.
Might make a cover of this song. We'll never. This song sounds good. And for the past couple tracks, there was this themes of like spirituality going on, especially on like subjects on reincarnation as well as Buddhism. Our boy's pretty in tune when it comes to spirituality. You gotta respect that. I'm just gonna learn this song real quick. Who are you to? Who are you to?
Boy, if you don't.
Who are you to solve my wounds and tear my muscles too? I think I'm immune, always sensing you. Ha!
God.
And yeah, I mean, I'm such a sucker for those kinds of songs. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mac Miller has one. I think it's called Come Back to Earth or something. And Rex Orange County has lots of those kinds of songs. So yeah, this song is right up my alley. I really like this one. Such a shame that it's pretty short in my opinion.
Need us right back where we were. Everything changes, Mobius strip, but it's better left nameless.
Yeah.
Stainless, come from my dome to my toes, and I.
And yeah, even though it's kind of chill, mellow, kind of like has this lo-fi beat to it. In my opinion, it was kind of like the hi-hats that were carrying the energy or kind of like the bounce of the instrumental of this track. So again, this track is also one of those tracks where he was being nostalgic about the simpler times that he's had in his life. I mean, in the beginning, I thought he was trying to win over the love of his ex again. But this is a much more better concept in my opinion. Now next track, Part of Me.
Driving home at midnight with my head up out the roof. I'm live a decade in a day. Walking in the wall, so I got missed calls on me. They on
Yeah, I mean, I really still feel like he's better off not putting vocal effects in his voice, to be honest. And the instrumental of the tracks that he's using is just pretty much stripped down. Just simple piano and guitar chords and all of that stuff. But yeah, it's probably just a hit or miss for me anyway. I'm pretty sure that there are gonna be some people that appreciates this style of his more than I do. And for this song, I feel like he's feeling some distance between him and other people because of the career path that it took. I mean, and to some degree, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, majority of my friends here in New Zealand as well as those in the Philippines are mostly doing university studies. And I'm here doing YouTube full time for the most part. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna strip down the vocal effects on this and just do it more organically, I'm gonna like the song much better. But that's just me. So last track, we have Mirage, Mirages, My Rages, I have no idea.
It's good to meet you. Some days I wake up and wish I
Healy, bro, dude, do me a favor, make more songs like this. And that was the album Tungsten by Healy. So there's some few points that I want to get through with you guys. I don't really like the vocal effects and like all of that stuff. It just sounds so computer generated and just sounds so ingenuine in my opinion. I really like it better when it does its vocals in a much more organic, natural way, like without the Pro Tools and all of the auto-tune stuff. I mean, he has a good voice and I'm pretty sure that he knows it. So why bother putting those vocal effects in my opinion? I mean, from the high registers of his voice as well as the low registers that he mainly uses for rapping, it just sounds good overall. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he knows what he's doing. So yeah, if he could make songs in kind of like the direction of that style, it'd be pretty great. I mean, on one side, I really like the more organic aspects of his songs, such as Immune, and like Back in Time and all of that stuff. I really like those tracks when it's kind of like just organic, plucking guitar chords and like just the pianos and the singing without the vocal effects and all of that stuff. And as for the more robotic sounding tracks, I'm really trying to get the appeal of it, but I guess that's just where I'm at, musically speaking. And yeah, I mean, Healy's kind of like a relatively up and coming rapper when it comes to the other artists in the industry. I hope that it's gonna go to a point where his recognition equals the talent that he has. So again, Healy, Tungsten. So yeah, this is the end of the reaction video. Thank you guys for reaching this far. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed it so that'll know. And please once again do not forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated for my future videos. So if you guys would like me to react to anything else, just comment it down below as well. And I'll try to do it for you. And if you guys would like to watch my other reaction videos, just click these ones right here. So good, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, my throat hurts.